Good afternoon. Show me Nourish Land. Good afternoon. Welcome back to the Daily Bite live stream podcast where we're live every single day, typically at 2 p.m. Today we are off by an hour. I apologize. If you are subscribed, you already know that yesterday was a very rough day. And we have a little bit of that left over, even though today is better. Welcome, welcome. We're just a little delayed today. That's all. Welcome, F. Welcome, Dreama. Welcome. Hi, Pepper. Good to see you. Thank you so much. Come on in and say hello, everyone. If you're going to join us, come on in and say hello. Be with us today. Be engaged in the conversation. Hi, Glow. Welcome. Happy Wednesday afternoon, everyone. Welcome, welcome. It's good to see everyone. Thank you for being here. All right. So, as I mentioned, we are a little delayed today. Happy Wednesday, Pepper. It's good to see you. Thank you so much. Yesterday was a little bit of a rough day. Let's go over what today's topic is so you can have a great idea as to what we're discussing today. Honestly, guys, I opened this podcast up a little later, number one, due to yesterday and what we're going to talk about today. But also, I wanted to be more capable of answering questions today. I had no idea. Hi, Lexi. Good to see you. Welcome back. I had no idea that this conversation of yesterday, hi Mary, wonderful to see you, that it would actually bring so many of you to my DMs. My DMs were popping off on all platforms, not just here, but everywhere. So I had no idea that this is a topic that people really are wanting some education about. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to talk today about, are you inflamed and exhausted? You know, here's the thing. God gave us food to heal. And we're going to talk about it today, okay? So if you saw my TikTok yesterday, you saw where I was really struggling, very much struggling. Hi, Gerlin. Hello, Geraldine. Is it Geraldine? I'm sorry if I said that wrong. Hello, hello. Welcome. Happy Wednesday afternoon. Hello, Diddy Bro. Good to see you. Hi, E. Good to see you. Welcome back. Hi, Pink. Hi, Anna. Welcome. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Come on in. Say hello. We're talking about, are you inflamed and exhausted? This conversation sparked off from yesterday. If you caught the TikTok that I did, oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hello, Cloverfield. It's good to see you. Welcome back. Hi, Deb. Welcome back. Hi, Francis. Welcome back. And Reggie. Good to see everybody today. You guys are hopping today. I love it. Hi, Francisco. Hello. Hey, Cloverfield. How is it down in Arkansas? Before I start this conversation, are you warmer? I hope so, because we are. So I'm kind of hoping the Missouri's flowing that way to the south. Yeah, good. Good to see that. Good to see that. All right. So, like I said, yesterday sparked a conversation that I had no idea would actually go that far. So, I want to answer your questions today. As you know, if you've been here and you've been following, I am a vegan. I do not atypically eat meat, right? I did in the past, and I have been very, very good. But if you saw in the video yesterday, my grandchildren, who God, God bless them, God bless them. Okay, they wanted Grandma to sit down and just for once, they wanted Grandma to sit down and eat dinner with them. That was something not a side of what they eat. Now they know that Grandma eats differently. They do know to some degree why Grandma eats differently. So for those of you who don't know, who are new here, back in 2000, I was diagnosed with chronic lymphocytic leukemia. And in 2014, January 14th, I collapsed on the nursing floor. And they called my husband and said, you need to come and get her. So he come and got me, took me to the hospital, to my team of oncologists. They all surrounded me, had me all, hooked up because I was in so much pain. I was really suffering. I had to be wheeled in. I was in a wheelchair at the time. And the thing of it is, is that we, according to them, had come to the end of the line. That is what they said. We're at the end. We don't know what more we can do for you. We're going to place you on palliative care, and then we're going to transition you to hospice care. All right, guys. Well, if you know what hospice care is at that point, go ahead and put it in the comments if you know what happens after hospice care. So their words to me were, Michelle, the best thing you can do is make funeral arrangements, and that will take a burden off of your family. Well, guys, let me tell you what happened, right? End of life, absolutely. End of life. You got it right, Clover. End of life. So hospice, there's nothing left after hospice. It's the end of life care, right? So what came over me was purely God. There's no doubt about that. I ripped my IV out of my arm. My husband was so sweet, and he had packaged up all my medication before he come and got me in a nice little Walmart bag. You know how you get those plastic Walmart bags? You tie them up nice and tight when you're snuggling something up. I picked it up, I threw it at the doctor's, and I said, I want my AMA paperwork. So what is AMA paperwork? That is against medical advice. So remember, you don't always have to go with a doctor's advice. You don't always have to be on their platform of what they believe. I didn't believe where they were. I believed I was headed someplace else. So I left the hospital, and my husband was like, are you sure you want to do this? Is this really where you want to go? They're saying that, you're going to die. No, I'm not going to die. But if I am, he'll either take me or he's going to save me. So I immediately went home. I started growing my own food. I started calling all my local farmers. I started asking what food I could get from them. Were they grass fed? Were they organic? I asked all the questions, right? And I started getting food brought to my home. Yes, go ahead. Come on in, guys. Say hello. Hi, Em. Good to see you. Welcome back. Hi, Silly. Good to see you, too. Welcome back, everyone. Come on in. Say hello. So anyway, with the story ending with, here we are. 11 years later, I'm cancer free, and I still eat plant-based, okay? But here's what happened. The boys wanted grandma. Please, grandma, can you just sit down, eat some chicken with us, eat some mac and cheese, right? Absolutely. You're right. You're right, Jerlyn. Absolutely. Absolutely. It was going to be either or, guys. It was going to be either or. I mean, at this point, what did I have to lose, right? Did I have anything to lose by leaving that hospital? I believe if I would have stayed, I believe that I would have been in the ground much more earlier, had I continued to do what they had, suggested I do. Okay. With that being said, though, I am very grateful to God every single day. Every single day, I tell how grateful I am that He has saved me, that He has given me an opportunity to take my 5 degrees and to help people today really know and understand how food does treat, heal, and prevent chronic illness and disease. So let's talk about this, right? So again, the grandchildren, come on, Gaga. You can have some chicken. It won't hurt you. Grandma, you tell us all the time it's protein. Grandma sometimes needs to eat her words. But anyway, with that said, I sat down, I had a few bites of chicken. It was not going down well, but I did do what they asked. I didn't, eat any more than a few bites. But I woke up at 3 o'clock Tuesday morning, sick as a dog. Sick as a dog, guys. I'm telling you, my body hurt so bad that I could not move. I was in so much pain. So what did I do? Well, I showed you what I did. I showed you guys yesterday how I took turmeric milk and consumed that. Hi, Rachel. Hello. Thank you for joining us. Hi, Drew. Good to see you back. Thank you so much. I took the turmeric milk, and that is how I continued to heal myself. So people ask me, I've had so many of you up in my DMs asking me about the turmeric milk, that you never thought about it. It wasn't something you knew about. Could I speak more upon it? And I thought, okay, let's go for it. Okay, guys. So what was happening to my body is called an inflammatory response. Now, one of the things that I teach my clients is how to understand food and what it does to the body. So I can explain how any and all food, from the moment it touches your lip to the moment it comes out, exactly how it dispenses, what attached, what didn't attach, what gave you nutrition, what didn't give you nutrition, what it did from the moment. Okay. It is one of the, I'm a very unique individual, I'll put it that way. There's very few of us in here in our industry who really know how food actually processes through the body, right? How it eliminates, how it attaches in nutrition, how it, actually works. Okay. With that being said, turmeric milk is just like drinking a coffee, in all honesty. Okay. It's a very simple process. Turmeric, as we know, is an anti-inflammatory, also painkiller. All right. Ginger, which was also in that drink, anti-inflammatory, painkiller. All right. So for those of you out here, do I have any natural healers in here at all? Anybody who's naturally healing or works in natural healing or enjoys natural healing? Say yes in the comments. Let me know. I want to know if I've got any naturalists in here at all, like myself, who are doing the all natural, spices, herbs to heal, treat, and prevent. Let me know. Yes. Goat's Landing. Awesome, 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 awesome. So very familiar with the turmeric, the ginger, things like that. Awesome. Great. Awesome, awesome. Okay. So if you are out here today and utilizing, okay, guys, I'm just going to start here. Let's just go back to here. In the very beginning, my doctors had me on all the things, right? I mean, I was on everything from a Tylenol 3 with codeine to a Darvocet, which they don't even do Darvocet and Darvon anymore because they don't, can't, the derivatives and stuff were bad. Anyway, bottom line, those that, then, Percocet and then Percodan. I mean, it was just all, all of that, right? And to the point where I was on fentanyl, 75 micrograms, and then oxycodone to top that off with it as well. So it was crazy, just absolutely crazy. I mean, so many medicines, 19 different medications, right? So here's the thing. If you're ready, to move into a new direction, okay? If you're tired of being on medication, let me know in the comments. Are you tired of being on medication? Are you tired of, going to the doctor and, having to have these routine, oh, I got to see you in 2 weeks to get this script filled, or I got to see you in a month to get that script filled. If this is something very tiring to you, I really want to hear it. I want to hear some yeses. Hi, Chrissy. Good to see you. Thank you so much for following. I really appreciate you. So if this is you, I would love to, love to hear it. Tired. Absolutely. Absolutely. Uncle Snake. Yes. Absolutely tired. Thank you, Chrissy. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I really appreciate you. Thank you. Um, awesome. Oh, yes. Let's celebrate Geraldine. Yes. Cut out all my meds but one. Awesome. Congratulations. Congratulations. That is awesome. Oh, I love this. I absolutely love this. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jess. Good to see you. Thank you so much for following. I appreciate it. Yeah, absolutely. You're welcome, Geraldine. That is something to celebrate. Guys, we got something to celebrate every single day. It may be small, but there's something to celebrate every single day, okay? So I hope you're celebrating, Geraldine. You deserve to celebrate. All right, so here's the thing. Inflamed and exhausted. That's what we're talking about today because most of us are. We're running on fumes. It happens. But we do have the capability. You're welcome, Geraldine. Absolutely. I will celebrate you all day long. I love hearing stories like this. But here's the thing. Not a lot of people really do understand how herbs and spices do actually heal and treat and prevent chronic illness and disease. It's what God put it on this planet for. It's here to naturally heal, right? Medication was never supposed to be a permanent solution. It was supposed to be for you to take that moment to utilize it when you need it and then get the right direction on food, spices, herbs, all the above, right? So one of the things that I created, if there's anyone in here that is really struggling, ready to get their health, under control, ready to take some, take some small steps and really move in a direction, I do offer my daily plate every Friday at 11 a.m. So if you're interested, go to showmenourish.com, get in there, grab that class. It is a group coaching class, but it's an opportunity for you to come in, have an hour of my time, and be able to get your questions answered. Not only that. Hi, Christina. It's good to see you back. Thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. But it's an opportunity for you to get into the VIP group. In my VIP group, I have two holistic doctors in there who answer above and beyond what I am unable to answer for you. They are in there 24/7. Get your questions answered. Not only that, you have recipes and you have tailored nutrition plans. You have journal prompting. You have support. Oh, thank you, Cloverfield. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Um, and then you have the ability as well. Every day, I go in there for 30 minutes a day, and you have an opportunity, even at that point, to come in, get your questions answered. Know, what you got currently happening is helping you. Not, it's a guidance. It's a great guidance opportunity. Not only that, I have a great community to help you and support you. Hi, Raul. Good to see you. Thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate you. All right, so if that's an opportunity that you would like to take, by all means, come on in, join us, be a part of it. Like I said, just go to showmenourish.com, grab that class. It's every Friday, 11 a.m. Central, and the replays are always posted in the group if you can't be there, okay? So let's talk about being inflamed and tired, right? Heavy, achy, brain fog. Who am I talking to today? Achy, brain fog, just really not having the energy that you long for. I understand. Don't be shy. Come on in. Say, yes, that's me. Don't be shy. Okay? Don't be shy. Me, Uncle Sneaky. I totally get it. Totally get it, right? And why is that happening? Great question. Most of the time, now guys, here's a great one for you. I hope this opens up another conversation for another day. Most of the time, it is because if you are over the age, as of right now, statistics report anyone over the age 35 has fatty liver disease. It used to be anyone over the age of 50 was with fatty liver disease. But we have got so many issues and concerns with our food today that we're finding out our disease processes, what we thought was in our older generation, is actually coming into our younger generation. Things like colon cancer, right? We have got high increases of colon cancer. Why? We're starting our kids out younger and younger on those ultra and processed foods. So it's happening, okay? So that is your inflammation process. Deli meats just got labeled, what is it now, 3 weeks, 4 weeks? Excuse me, deli meats just got labeled group 1 carcinogens. So if you're eating things like deli turkey, deli ham, all those types of processed foods, those are increased risk of carcinogenic activity, okay? So you're increasing the risk of getting cancer, colon cancer especially. All right, so processed foods, ultra processed foods. Who am I talking to today? I know I have so many people go, but what am I supposed to buy in the store? What is it I'm supposed to be doing here? I understand it's not easy, but here's the thing. When you come over to the Daily Plate, I can guide you through the store. So let me help you here today just a little bit. Have you ever heard, let me know if you've heard this, have you ever heard shop on the perimeter of the store and not the inside of the store? Has anyone ever heard that? Has anyone ever heard shop on the perimeter of the store, not the inside of the store? Yes, yes. So why do we tell you that? Because on the outside perimeter is where your food that lasts 7 days or less is in that perimeter. Okay? Any fresh, exactly, fresh. Absolutely. So, like I talk about all the time, if you're eating anything, hi Lisa Ann, good to see you. Welcome back. If you're eating anything that is wrapped in plastic, in a package, okay, in a box, then it is processed in some way, some shape, some form. It is processed, okay? Oh yeah. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Geraldine. Yeah. Yes, that happens. That happens. So one of the things of my specialty is I'm a diabetic education specialist. So I teach people how to actually reverse diabetes. That is one of my specialties. And it can be done unless you're a juvenile. If you're a juvenile diabetic type 1, we can't do that, right? Absolutely. I get it, Jerwin. I do. I do. So, how are you keeping your diabetes under control? Through diet? Hi, Walter. Hi, Liz. Hi, Elizabeth. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. So, how are you keeping your diabetes under control, Jerwin? Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. All right. Well, while I'm waiting on Geraldine, I'm curious, Geraldine, but we can talk at another time if you want to, for sure. But take the opportunity. I'm going to be here for a little bit longer. I'd love to know how you're controlling your diabetes. I'm very special to diabetics. I love my diabetics. I believe that they are not handled in the best way. I believe that they are not given the education that they're needing to have. Hi, Susan. Good to see you. Welcome back. I believe that diabetics actually suffer greatly when they shouldn't. And I'm not taking away from any other disease process. What I'm saying is that diabetes type 2 is something that we can control. It is something that we can reverse. And it is something that should be available to those individuals who are pre-diabetic, diabetic. They should have all the resources handed to them so that we can reverse, so that we can, give them quality and vitality to life, right? Hi, Donnie. Good to see you. Welcome back. Good to see you. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about why food matters. And again, going back to the turmeric milk of yesterday, whenever you guys chimed in on that video, I really appreciate every single one of you who are here today that chimed in on the video, that had questions. I'm here to answer those questions. Going straight to the kitchen every morning and making my turmeric milk is a daily process for me. It just so happened that yesterday I needed more than 1 cup. um, I drank several cups yesterday. Do you need to be careful with turmeric? Sure, absolutely. You should be careful with anything, right? So I spaced it out throughout the course of the day. And immediately at 3 a.m., when I woke up feeling as awful as I was from eating meat, guys, it was an inflammatory response. So if you're waking up in the middle of the night or even the next day after you've had things like meat, certain meats, if you're noticing a pattern when you eat certain things, ice cream, that's another one. Ice cream would just absolutely kill me. I mean, just make my body hurt so bad, so bad. The dairy inflammation from the dairy would just riddle my body with so much pain. So when you see and understand these certain foods that you're putting into your body and how you can actually get that food out of your body and detox the body. So I show you how to do that. Now, one of the things I didn't mention yesterday, but I've mentioned it so many times in my previous podcast. So if you would like to go back and catch the previous podcast, go to YouTube, Show Me Nourish, and follow me, subscribe, catch all the latest podcasts that we've done since January 1. Uh, you can also catch last year's and the year before that if you'd like. But for this past year, if you want to know all the topics that we've discussed in alignment with today, go catch those. Hi, Deanna. It's good to meet you and see you. Hello, hello. Thanks for joining us. Go ahead, guys, when you come on in and say hello. All right. So, like I said, yesterday the turmeric was my savior. It was a turmeric, ginger, cinnamon. It was 2 cups of milk, and then it was the honey as well. I do not use maple syrup. Maple syrup has a tendency, if it's not made correctly. Hi, Kyle. Good to see you back. Thanks for joining today. I appreciate you. I do not use maple syrup unless your maple syrup, in my opinion, it's not my opinion. You can buy it in the store. It's just sugar. Um, but if you buy maple syrup pure, great, awesome. Awesome. Most of the time, especially where I'm at, to get it pure is not going to happen. I do have to have it brought in from Canada. There you have it. So I do get my maple syrup pure from Canada. But I didn't have maple syrup yesterday, and so I used honey. I have a several bee farmers out here, and I always get my fresh, pure honeycomb honey. So we used that yesterday in the turmeric milk. So people asked for that recipe. It's a simple recipe. Mine is a little tweaked. I do have ginger in there, so I do put ginger in my turmeric milk. Most people don't. I do. I also like pickled ginger because it's a great anti-inflammatory as well, and it's great for instant release of pain. So if you're in any kind of pain at all on a regular basis, use your pickled ginger. It is instant. Usually takes a matter of minutes before you start to get some relief. You do need more than one slice, just so you know. Okay, your slicing may be different. Mine's 2 slices. You may need 5. I don't. It's a buildup. You have to build up. And here's the thing about getting healthy, guys. It's one small step. Just one small step. You don't make a bunch of steps at once. You make one small step. This is what I teach in the daily plate. Okay, one small step. So if that's you, you're ready to take those steps. You're ready to move into some action. Getting healthy takes time. All right, guys, I was 90 pounds heavier than you're seeing me today. And I dropped that 90 pounds in 12 months. I also turned around and walked out of my wheelchair in less than 6 months. So it can be done with real food. All right, so I want to ask you guys something. How many of you, again, we're going to get in here. You're tired all the time. I heard from some of you earlier. You're exhausted all the time. You're stiff when you wake up. Your joints are hurting. Who am I talking to? Who am I talking to today? Stiff when you wake up. Joints are hurting. Headaches. Bloated. Puffy. Low on energy. Who am I talking to today? Who am I talking to? And you're just not yourself. Just not yourself. No, go. What are you doing? Go. Papa. Papa's out there. Go. Ask Papa. I've got it. The kids are home early today, guys. I'm on live. Go. Okay. Well, what did he say? What did he say? Okay. No. Go eat the noodles. Thank you. Bye. I gotta love my grandbabies. They're home from school on early release today. So sorry, guys. Hi, Mindy. Good to see you. Hi, Alex. Good to see you as well. So, Uncle Sneaky, tell me, what's your main complaint? What is your main complaint? Is it the achy joints? Is it the stiffness? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. They're in a lot of my TikTok videos. Yes, they are. So typically they're pretty good. Today they're not wanting to listen to Papa. Am I resonating with anyone with that? Papa's usually the fun one. Gaga's the one that comes and they try to play us between each other. Anyway, hi Holden, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. So, who am I talking to today? Whenever I see, I'm talking about today inflammation and being exhausted. Uncle Sneaky, what's bothering you the most? Stiff when you wake up, hurting joints, brain fog, headaches. You can say all the above. I totally get it. Here's the thing. It's not an aging process. I know so many people have, doctors even say that too. I've had doctors look at me and go, yeah, all the above. I totally get it. Totally get it. But that's not aging. Okay. I want everyone to be very familiar with that inflammation. So we need to reduce your inflammation. That's what we need to do. We need to pull that inflammation out. It's just life either. Okay. How many of you heard that? Oh, it's just you getting older. Oh, it's just life. That's how it goes. But it's not. I mean, Uncle Sneaky's got it correct here. Inflammation. It's inflammation. And we're so inflamed from our food. Hi, Reba. Good to see you. We're so inflamed from the food that we're eating. We don't even realize it, right? We don't realize it. Ooh, chronic neck and back pain. Absolutely. Oh, you're speaking my language there. I'm so familiar with that. Absolutely. All right. Feeling bad, though, as you know, it's not normal to feel bad, right? It's not normal to feel bad on a daily basis. It's not normal to hurt. It's not normal to ache, okay? There's really something that's going, on in the body. So, Uncle Sneaky, when you wake up, do you feel any kind of energy, or are you waking up with that pain? Are you waking up exhausted? Who am I talking to today? When you wake up, Who else am I talking to today? When you wake up, are you feeling energized or are you feeling exhausted? Yeah. So when you wake up, you're kind of feeling all the pain that's coming in, pain and exhaustion. Totally get it. Totally get it. So you're highly inflamed because if you're waking up in pain, then you are inflamed, highly inflamed on top of that. So the first thing we need to do is we need to pull out the inflammation, okay? So many people really don't know how much, and I'm being very serious here, okay? How many people don't know that apple cider vinegar is a huge anti-inflammatory? Huge anti-inflammatory. It's as simple. I'm gonna say this. I mean, I typically leave this for my group, but I'm gonna let you guys know. It's as simple as a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar before you go to bed. Get that into a routine, and you will see in over a week just how much better you're feeling. Okay. Now, with that being said, when you wake up, and I'm being very serious here, when you wake up, you need to be drinking water before you even get out of bed. You need to be drinking water. You need at least an 8 ounce to 16 ounce thing of water. Okay. I always carry a bottle of water next to my bed. It's always there. When I wake up, it's the first thing I drink before I even get out of bed. In fact, my time in the morning is completely drink the bottle of water while I'm giving my gratitude to God. So that's typically me. The very first hour of me waking up is me, and I wake up early. I wake up very early for this process. Okay, I am up at 5:30 in the morning every single morning. So 5:30, I wake up, I get my water, I sit there, and I literally give gratitude and drink the water. And then once the water's done over that time frame, because I don't guzzle it, I just drink it. Don't guzzle it, just drink it. All right, take the time. The whole part of the body as to why it's inflamed is because we're so up here. We're so in tune with this. We're so programmed into a phone, or we're programmed into an Xbox or PS5. We're so programmed into a TV, streaming all the time. Our nervous systems are like this, and they're just going like this nonstop. You need to be waking up and taking time to be here. Okay? So, deep breathing, in through the nose for 4, out through the mouth for 8, 3 times. While drinking water, okay? Just get that water in, swallow that water, take a deep breath. Give some gratitude while you're at it. That's my advice. Anyway, it will help. You will see the inflammation start to pull out of the body, okay? All right, so for those of you who don't know, I am a farm girl, born and raised on the farm. By the time I was 13 years old, I was 200 pounds. Doctor told my mom that if she didn't get me to a weight loss program, that I would probably be dead by the time I was 15. He swore up and down I was going to have a heart attack. So my mom sent me to Weight Watchers thinking that was the answer. Doesn't everybody just love their weight yelled out in front of everybody? That's the way it used to be. That's the way it used to be. I don't know if it's changed since then. I absolutely despise Weight Watchers. I had that kind of a horrible experience. You know, there's nothing like being 13 years old and your weight's being yelled out in a bunch of front of older women, right? Being told, "Oh, well, you gained a couple pounds this week. What happened?" And everybody gets to hear that. Not what a 13-year-old wants to hear. All right, so if I'm talking to somebody today, let me know if I'm talking to you today. I was scared out of my mind. You want to know the truth? I was really, having a hard time. I mean, it's kind of like I was thrown in. My mom just took me there and dropped me off. It's not like she stayed. She did not stay, not whatsoever. So, for anyone like that, let me tell you what, you don't need another diet. You don't need another supplement, okay? You need to get back to the earth, all right? Get back to the earth. Get your fresh fruits, get your fresh vegetables, make your food, okay? Make your food. It's important. If you can make your own food, which everybody can, everybody has the capability. This internet is beyond anyone and everyone, okay? And there are so many recipes. Now, I do have diabetic recipes available for diabetics. I do have hypothyroid recipes specific for, those individuals. I do have specific, recipes in my group. So again, if that's something you're looking for, that you would like to be a part of, have that support, have that love, have that connection, have that community, come on over to the Daily Plate. We meet every Friday at 11 a.m. Just go to showmenourish.com, sign up, come and join us. Be a part of it. That's recipes. That's personalized nutrition plans for you. That's an hour that you can spend with me every day. I'm sorry, every Friday. Every day I offer in the group a 30-minute session for you guys to come in, randomly come in. You can, get your questions answered. You need some support. You need some love. You need some help. Not only am I in there, but the community is amazing, absolutely amazing. So guys, questions that I can answer for you today. I'm just so grateful. I want to say this again. I am so grateful to every single one of you who watched the I'm exhausted uh, TikTok yesterday. That I was very vulnerable. There's no doubt about that. I was very vulnerable. Hi, Michelle. Good to see you. Very vulnerable yesterday. I do want you as individuals to understand just exactly how food affects the body. For me in particular, it's meat. I can't eat meat. Every time I have tried to eat meat, I am absolutely sick. I mean, sick. Hi, Natalie. Good to see you. Welcome back. And that's the video that you guys all saw yesterday with how sick I was after eating just a few bites of chicken. And they were chicken breasts on top of that. Um, Again, I've spoken on how our chicken is processed in the United States. It is bleached, it is saturated in bleach, and that is to get all of the parasites, fungus, bugs, things like that out of it, right? And then it's dipped over in another solution that's supposed to be a cleaning, clearer solution to bring the bleach out. But we all know something soaks in something, it's absorbed, okay? I have not been able to eat meat for many, many years. Like I said, my grandchildren just wanted grandma to sit down and eat something with them, and I totally get it. But they did see the effects of that yesterday. Hi, Brenda. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. They saw the effects of it yesterday. They saw how bad grandma really suffers when she eats meat. So these are things that I teach here at Show Me Nourish, okay? How to actually see what foods are affecting you. We're eating things that are affecting us every single day, inflaming the body, causing our pancreas to spike the insulin, causing our heart to actually, clog up and not function correctly, causing our, gallbladders to fill with stones, causing our kidneys to start breaking down, causing our liver to be fatty liver now. These are things that are happening on the daily. So each time you're consuming more and more of the processed and ultra processed foods, you're increasing the risk of, a disease process. What that is, we do not know. But it is something that I ask everyone. And I'd love to ask this again today. I ask this every time I'm on. Are you shocked, or will you be shocked? Or were you shocked when a doctor looked at you and gave you your diagnosis? I would love to know if you have diabetes, if you have heart disease, cardiovascular disease, any kind of, lupus, Crohn's, things like that. Are you shocked that these diseases have been presented to you? Because the next question I'm going to ask is, why are you shocked? Knowing what has been going on in this world, knowing what we know from today, are you really shocked? Hi, Michael. Good to see you. Welcome back. Right? Because here's the thing. God gave us the plants. He gave us the herbs. He gave us the spices. He gave us the seeds. He gave us the fruits. He gave us the vegetables. None of this just magically disappeared on this, planet Earth. All right? It was given to us. It was provided for us. And we've actually taken it to a whole new level. We've done our job with trying to end world hunger. I think we pretty much have, for the most part, accomplished that, uh, but we're not doing it the right way. Okay. We are now lab growing meat. We are 3Ding ramen noodles. I mean, we are really going above and beyond what was placed upon this earth for us to actually be utilizing. Okay. So yesterday, showing you guys the turmeric and the ginger and how I use that as a natural pain healer, and showing you how bad I was actually hurting, and then showing you as I continued to drink throughout the day, showing you how much better I felt. I had no idea it was going to spark so much energy, but I am very grateful for that. That tells me that God's working, and I am very, very grateful for that. So if you're inflamed and you're looking for anti-inflammatories and you're wanting to try and get healthier, number one, come over to the Daily Plate every Friday, 11 a.m. Central Time, 12 p.m. on the East Coast. Also, you can catch those on replays, but go to showmenourish.com, sign up, be a part of that. I'm going to give you some other anti-inflammatories because that's what I was asked in the DMs. You know, can you speak upon this? I'm here. I've been speaking upon it to you today. You asked what other foods you could utilize to help be an anti-inflammatory. Number one, turmeric, right? We spoke on it this entire time. I also spoke on ginger. You know, if you're looking for instant pain relief and you're wanting to do it naturally, it does take a buildup over time, but you can get some more instant relief as you continue to move on. Just depends on how many slivers you need, but pickled ginger is a really great instant release. Seriously. Go try it. Let me know. Garlic, okay? Garlic is another one. Add it to your daily. Put it in your daily. I mean, these are things that I use in every one of my meals. Every meal I make has turmeric, has garlic, has ginger, has coriander and cumin in it as well. These are the things that I use. Cayenne pepper, crushed red pepper. These are all things that I use in order to release the inflammation out of my body. Hi, JD. Good to see you. All right. Leafy greens. Why do we need leafy greens? We need it for cellular repair. That's why we need leafy greens. It's so important. Hi, Jeremy. Good to see you. Good to see you. All right. So when you don't feel well, I want to know in the comments, when you don't feel well, what are you reaching for first? What do you reach for? Food or medicine? If you're not feeling well, what's the first thing you reach out for? If you got a headache, what are you reaching for? Tylenol, ibuprofen, naproxen sodium, Advil, who am I talking to? But if you have a headache, what if you reached for a natural electrolyte or water? Or what if you actually sat down and made some ginger tea? What if you reached for that? These are things that you can do naturally versus reaching for a medication. Okay? All right, guys. Any more questions for me today? Because, you know, inflammation is upon everyone. All right? Don't panic. don't get too upset about this conversation today. I hope you're not. I hope it's been an enlightening conversation. You asked me to come out and take this opportunity to speak upon it yesterday. I've been here doing that. I hope I've helped somebody today. I hope I've actually given some great information to everyone today. You know, again, don't medicate, right? Don't panic. Don't don't get all up, you know, into the medication side of things. Try to find that one thing that you can utilize, like the turmeric milk. Like I showed you guys, grab that turmeric milk. You're in pain. You're wanting to reduce inflammation. Start with turmeric milk 2 hours before bed. Give it a shot. Try it. 2 hours before bed, drink turmeric milk. See how when you wake up the next day and you drink your water, drink the water when you first wake up in the morning and see how you feel. It's amazing. It is amazing. Everything takes time when you do things naturally, of course. Medication's instant, but what's the repercussions of it? Okay? And not only that, but turmeric milk is very soothing, it's very comforting, it's warm, it's inviting, and it's healing. It's healing. All right, guys, that was your daily bite for today. Healing one bite at a time. I'll see you back tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. on the East Coast. Bye, everybody.